The members of the Akatsuki were the best criminal organization in the anime, with each villain having a unique power and special characteristics. But throughout the anime, characters like Itachi, Nagato, and Kisame died one by one, until finally, no one was left. Therefore, in today's video, you will discover how each member of the Akatsuki died. Some for selfish reasons, others for greater causes. Even being villains, they departed in some epic fashions. Starting out our list, we have Sazori, who was a prodigious shinobi from the Sand Village, who showed great potential with puppets from an early age, leading Sazori to become an expert in the creation of puppets and their use in combat. To this day, he is the strongest ninja in this area. Sazori's powers are based on ninjas he transformed into puppets, like the third Kazekage and his Iron Sand, which allows Sazori to have an incredible arsenal of offensive and defensive powers. He also has an army of 100 puppets, with the power to destroy an entire village. Moreover, Sazori is a master of poison manipulation, and his own body is a puppet. Sazori's death occurred during his confrontation against Chiyo and Sakura, where the Akatsuki villain revealed his true appearance as a living puppet. It was in this fight it was revealed that Sazori was responsible for the death of the third Kazekage. During this confrontation, he had the advantage in many moments, as his arsenal of power and techniques is much greater. But for some reason, Sazori let himself be defeated by his parents' puppets, which was in possession of Granny Chiyo. Thus, the villain met his end by taking a direct hit to the chest. Before dying, Sazori gifted Sakura with the revelation of Orochimaru's location, with whom Sazori was supposed to meet. Juzo Biwa. Juzo was one of the original 7 swordsmen of the Mist. He was defeated by Meito Dai, who used the Gate of Death to defeat all the legendary swordsmen. Juzo was lucky and lived to tell the tale. He joined the Akatsuki and was Itachi's first partner in the organization. Together they carried out a mission in the Mist Village, but at this time, they were found by Yagura and his special guards. Juzo died while facing Yagura, who activated the chakra cloak and used a tailed beast bomb against the villain. Thus his sword, the same one as Zabuza's, broke, and Juzo was hit squarely, dying in the process. As for Itachi, he succeeded in defeating Yagura, using Amaterasu. Hidan. Hidan is a rogue ninja very famous due to his power. He has the ability to perform a religious ritual, where a mark on the ground is made with his opponent's blood, and subsequently, Hidan's body turns black with white spots. In this state, Hidan becomes literally immortal, and gains the ability to cause extreme damage to his body, and reflect all those damages to his opponent, who receives all the damage from the attacks that Hidan inflicts on himself. This power is possible thanks to a pact that Hidan has with Jashin, a type of god, which makes Hidan extremely powerful and immortal. Therefore, the ritual he performs with his opponent's blood can only kill his enemies, as was the case with Asuma. Hidan was defeated in his final confrontation with Shikamaru. He managed to trap Hidan in the Shadow Possession Jutsu, and thus Shikamaru took the villain to a special forest, where only the Nara clan visits. For this fight, Shikamaru prepared a strategy to defeat Hidan. He asked Kakashi to obtain Kakuzu's blood, so that Shikamaru could throw it in Hidan's scythe, as if it were his own blood. That's exactly what happened. At that moment, Shikamaru activated a trap with explosive tags and trapped Hidan, causing him to be blown up and trapped in a hole, completely dismembered. Shikamaru also used a kunai with an explosive tag that left Hidan buried. And for those who doubt, Hidan really died at that moment, as his immortality had the prerequisite of making sacrifices to Jashin. Due to the fact that Hidan was trapped without making sacrifices, he lost his immortality and died. Kakuzu. Kakuzu was a shinobi from the Hidden Waterfall village, who was given the mission to kill none other than Hashirama Senju. With the mission's failure, Kakuzu was expelled from his village and became a rogue ninja. Within the Akatsuki, he teamed up with Hidan. Kakuzu's powers are based on a forbidden technique that allows him to steal the hearts of other ninjas, thereby prolonging his natural life. As a result, Kakuzu also acquires the chakra element of his opponent. He is capable of creating bizarre creatures that can fight autonomously. Additionally, Kakuzu possesses all 5 nature elements and can use attacks in conjunction with Hidan. Kakuzu was killed during his final confrontation with Naruto, where the latter showcased the Rasen Shuriken for the first time. For this fight, Kakuzu used the bizarre transformation that gathered all his creatures into his body, with several threads coming out of the villain's mouth, representing the pinnacle of his power in the series. However, Naruto managed to deceive Kakuzu using a shadow clone, and struck the villain squarely with his Rasen Shuriken, leaving him completely defeated and immobilized on the ground, with only 1 heart left. Then, to finish off the villain, Kakashi activated his Chidori, and killed Kakuzu. Thus, Another member of the Akatsuki was defeated and killed. Itachi. Itachi was a prodigy from childhood, which led him to join the Anbu and became a captain at the age of 13. However, Itachi was secretly a double agent for Konoha and the Uchiha clan for various reasons. Itachi, alongside Obito, wiped out the entire Uchiha clan in one night. After that, Itachi became a rogue ninja and a spy within the Akatsuki. His powers are primarily based on his visual abilities, with Genjutsu being the highlight, such as Tsukiyomi, Izanagi, and Izanami. Itachi is also a user of the Susanoo, who has two legendary weapons, the Yata Mirror and the Totsuka Blade. He also masters Amaterasu and various incredible techniques. Itachi met his end during his final confrontation with Sasuke, where he manipulated the entire fight to make Sasuke believe that his brother was a villain who wanted his eyes. However, Itachi's true objective in that fight was to make Sasuke a hero of Konoha and to have his younger brother obtain the Mangekyo Sharingan. Throughout the confrontation, Itachi had the upper hand at all times, even as Sasuke displayed incredible powers like Kirin and broke through Tsukiyomi. It was in this fight that Itachi revealed the power of his Susanoo and freed Sasuke from Orochimaru's curse mark, but he was already very ill and on the brink of death from an unknown disease. Then at the end of the fight, Itachi approached Sasuke and fell dead due to his illness and exhaustion of the fight. As you know, Sasuke became a sinister villain from here on, thwarting his big brother's plans. Kisame. Kisame was a ninja from the Hidden Mist village who carried out special missions. However, one night, he was surrounded by Konoha ninjas and was forced to eliminate his companions to protect his village's secrets. At the end of the mission, Kisame killed his master and stole the Samehade sword, becoming a rogue ninja and a member of the Akatsuki. His powers are mainly based on the water style, where Kisame shows perfect mastery, being able to execute various powers of this style thanks to his immense chakra, comparable to that of a bijou. Kisame also possesses the Samehade sword, which absorbs chakra and an incredible final transformation. Kisame met his end after his last fight against Might Guy, where he displayed a water dragon that absorbs chakra and energy, becoming even stronger. However, in the end, Guy opened the 7th gate, which creates a blue aura and makes Guy extremely powerful. In the confrontation, he used a technique known as Hirudora, a taijutsu attack that creates a tiger made of air pressure. This devastating attack defeated Kisame in a matter of seconds, leaving the villain completely immobilized and humiliated. Despite Kisame's incredible powers, he didn't come close to defeating Guy. At the end of the fight, Kisame was trapped in Yamato's wood style and had his memories revisited. However, he managed to free himself from the prison and locked himself in a water bubble, summoning several sharks to kill him and prevent Konoha from accessing Akatsuki's secrets. And thus, another member of the Akatsuki died. Nagato. Nagato was a member of the Uzumaki clan who became an orphan after two Konoha ninjas accidentally killed his parents. Afterwards, Nagato met Konin and Yahiko, and years later, formed the Akatsuki, which was modified thanks to Obito's influence. Nagato's powers were based on Madara's Rinnegan, allowing him to use the 6 paths and manifest incredible powers, such as absorbing chakra, modifying his body to create weapons, manipulating magnetic forces for abilities like Shinra Tensei, absorbing and reading his opponent's minds, and summoning giant animals. Nagato died after his confrontation with Naruto, where he humiliated the ninjas of Konoha, killed Kakashi, and multiple civilians who died during the attack on Konoha, which ended with Nagato destroying the entire village with the Shinra Tensei. During this fight, Nagato was defeated by Naruto, who managed to defeat all 6 paths of pain. Afterward, Naruto successfully located Nagato and had a long conversation with the villain, which ended with Naruto convincing Nagato that his ninja way and his method of finding peace were correct. Thus, he defeated him by the Talk no Jutsu, and Nagato used Rinna Tensei to revive everyone who had died at the hands of pain of his own life. Konin. Next on the list is Konin. She was one of the founding members of the Akatsuki, and like Nagato, was an orphan whose parents were killed in the war. Konin's powers were based on her incredible ability to transform her body into paper, thus achieving strategic resistance. Konin could fly using her power, and was capable of creating shuriken and explosive papers, as well as traps and the ability to cover her opponents with papers, killing them in the process, or immobilizing them. Konin met her end in her final fight against Obito, where she displayed an incredible trap with 600 billion explosive papers that lasted for 10 minutes. This trap was created by Konin solely to kill Obito and prevent the villain from activating Kamui. However, despite this incredible power, Konin was defeated by Obito, who used Izanagi to rewrite reality and save himself from the trap that would have certainly killed him. In the end, Obito appeared behind Konin and delivered a fatal blow to her. Thus, another member of the Akatsuki was gone. Deidara. Next on the list is Deidara. He is a new Kenin from the Stone Village who was a student of Onoki, but at a certain point, Deidara stole a forbidden technique and fled the village, becoming a rogue ninja and a member of the Akatsuki. His powers are based on explosive clay, where Deidara needs a special clay and a mouth located in his hands, and subsequently creates various explosive jutsus, such as exploding birds he uses to fly, microscopic explosions that can disintegrate his opponents, special attacks like C4 and CO, in addition to various surprise attacks based on his explosive clay. Deidara's power is so incredible that he was able to capture two-tailed beasts, Shukaku, who was with Gaara, and the three tails, Isobu. Deidara met his end during his confrontation with Sasuke, where he decided to take revenge on Itachi by killing his younger brother. He harbored great hatred for the Sharingan thanks to Itachi. However, Sasuke was a much more powerful opponent and had the upper hand for most of the fight, where Deidara's explosions were nullified by Sasuke's lightning style, and especially by the Sharingan's genjutsu and Sasuke's strategies. Even Deidara displaying powers like CO, which literally created molecular-level explosions, Sasuke was always one step ahead. Then at the end of the fight, Deidara revealed a secret mouth on his chest and sacrificed himself to create a 10-kilometer explosion, dying in the process in an attempt to defeat Sasuke and his Sharingan. However, at the last moment, Sasuke managed to summon a snake and used genjutsu to manipulate it. Thus, he survived the confrontation, and Deidara didn't. Zetsu. During the anime, Black Zetsu was merely a background character. He possesses no special powers to aid in combat, only the ability to infiltrate the earth. His role with the Akatsuki was espionage. Previously, everyone believed Black Zetsu was Madara's will incarnate, but by the end of the anime it was revealed that Zetsu was actually the will of Kaguya and her son. Black Zetsu was responsible for manipulating the entire history of the ninja world, inciting the rivalry between Indra and Asura from the shadows, and doing the same with the respective reincarnation of Hagoromo's sons. He even altered the scriptures that Hagoromo left on a stone. Black Zetsu met his end during the confrontation against Kaguya, where he was sealed in the Chubaku Tensei in the Six Paths that Naruto and Sasuke used to seal the rabbit goddess. So technically he is still alive in another dimension, just out of commission. Obito. Obito Uchiha's journey is the most complex within the Akatsuki. Originally a member of the Uchiha clan and a part of Minato's team, along with Kakashi and Rin, he was gravely injured during a mission and presumed dead. Afterward, he was saved and manipulated by Madara, awakening his Mangekyo Sharingan and becoming a villain, self-proclaiming himself as Madara Uchiha. Thus, he manipulated Nagato and created the Akatsuki we know. He was responsible for invading Konoha at the age of 14, extracting Kurama from Kushina, killing many by placing a genjutsu on the Bijou, and Minato died that day. Following this, Obito eliminated half of the Uchiha clan and caused much turmoil in the Fourth Great Ninja War. Obito met his end at the final confrontation against Kaguya, by which time he had returned to the right path, after discovering he had been manipulated by Madara, who had placed a seal in his heart. When Obito died, he possessed both Mangekyo Sharingan, having the ultimate power of Kamui, with the ability to access other dimensions. Obito sacrificed himself to save Naruto, who was paralyzed due to the planet's gravity and would have been killed by Kaguya's deadly ash bones. Thus, he stepped into the path of the attack and was disintegrated, turning into ashes. But now I want to know, who do you think is the strongest member of the Akatsuki? And if you want to continue having access to our videos, like the video if you enjoyed it, and check out the other videos, and I'll see you in the next video.